Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Boston College Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Boston College's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right route. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Might be looking to run. Got a little space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take an overall view of Boston College. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback and gain a couple yards.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Slings it downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Looking downfield, it's Gutierrez. Quick completion on the out route. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Makes the grab. It's Dozier. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the play fake. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air.
This quarterback's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like...
Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Cardinal! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, better look out! Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Whitaker. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Fires left. It's caught downfield.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They're going to run it to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they could have...
Oh, it's a fumble! And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Whitaker. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Eagles! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellows, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Bellino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Gutierrez. Thanks to grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They'll go hurry up here. To the air on first down. catch in the middle. It's Dozier. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Fires to the big fella. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Dozier. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They'll immediately call timeout. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll move the wide receiver.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Gutierrez. Caught in the backfield, it's Dozier. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This is a money play on third and goal. He's looking to pass. Got his man quickly. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Stanford! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He's got it. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Boston College wants to play fast. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
It's complete on the right side. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Whitaker. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustment.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Boston College! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Now that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Lining up to convert third down. Back to throw. It's Gutierrez. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
He lost one down the sideline. Touchdown, Boston College. And that one will put him up here in the second half. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to 14. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nudges ahead after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Gutierrez. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the tight end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. The sure hands. It's Dozier. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got his man. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dozier. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Fisher. There's the pressure. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kentucky. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.